You know that moment, right? Someone asks you, tell me about yourself, and your mind just, it goes blank. Happens all the time. Job interview, maybe a party, meeting someone new, and bam, that question.
It's surprisingly universal, isn't it? Such a simple request, really, but it feels like you suddenly need to summarize your entire life coherently in seconds.
Yeah, the pressure's on.
The struggle is definitely real.
Absolutely. But, okay, what if it didn't have to be that moment of panic? Welcome, everyone, to the deep dive. Our mission today, we want to take that question, tell me about yourself, and turn it from something you dread into, well, an actual opportunity.
Right, an opportunity to connect.
Exactly. We're going to unpack it using some really fascinating insights from a source that breaks down how to answer it simply, but also effectively. Strategically, even.
Yeah, strategically is the key word. We're going beyond just, listing facts about yourselves. This deep dive is about showing you how to weave together those core details, who you are, family, interests, even, interestingly, what you don't like.
Oh, interesting, yeah.
Into a story that makes people curious, builds genuine rapport. It's about giving you the tools to craft a response that feels authentic, sounds engaging, and maybe leaves them wanting to know a little bit more.
The goal here is to equip you, our listener, with ways to answer this with confidence, with personality, with some real warmth. Turn it from feeling like a monologue into the start of a great conversation. So let's dive in. How do you master this strategic self-introduction?
Okay, so this question, tell me about yourself. It really is everywhere. It's like the classic conversation starter.
It absolutely is.
Not just interviews, but networking things, parties, even just a friend introducing you to someone.
Yeah.
It's often the first step, isn't it?
It is. And what's often missed, I think, is that it's usually not meant as a test. It's more of an invitation.
An invitation? How so? Well, it's a chance for you to offer a deliberate, kind of curated glimpse into your world, something designed to build that initial connection. And the fascinating part is it's often less about what specific facts you share and more about how you share them. And crucially, what you maybe hold back initially, creating a bit of a curiosity gap.
Curiosity gap. I like that. So you're saying give them just enough to get them interested, like breadcrumbs leading to more conversation, not the whole loaf of bread right away.
Exactly. That way, it doesn't feel like an interrogation or just you listing things. It encourages them to ask questions, makes it a two-way street.
Right. Avoids the info dump, turns an awkward moment into something actually engaging.
Precisely. You're crafting a little narrative hook, making yourself memorable without, oversharing right off the bat.
Okay. So let's start building this narrative, layer by layer. Our source uses these examples, Paul and Emily. So, the basics first. Starting with your name, obviously. Paul says his name, Emily says hers. Simple, foundational.
And right away, you've got an anchor. But then, moving just beyond the name. Where are you from? Paul, he's from the United States. Emily, from Canada.
Yeah.
Seems basic, but it's an immediate hint, right? Background, maybe shared experiences, or just an easy follow-up. Oh, whereabouts in Canada? Spark.
Yeah, easy conversation starter. And here's where it gets really interesting for me, the living situation details.
Yeah.
Our source paints Paul as this city guy, enjoys the buzz, lives in an apartment.
Right.
Emily, though, she's in a small, quiet town, cozy house, has a garden, loves the peace.
And see how those details immediately start to build a picture. They're not just facts. They hint at personality preferences, lifestyle choices.
Totally. You start imagining them. City energy versus quiet town peace. Apartment versus house with a garden. It says a lot without saying much directly.
And that's critical. These small choices, they signal bigger things subconsciously. City life might suggest someone dynamic, maybe outgoing. Quiet town, maybe more reflective, grounded. It's not about judgment, just the signals they send.
Okay, what about age? The source mentions Paul's 28, Emily's 25. Now, age can be tricky, but sometimes it adds context, right? Life stage, maybe generational reference points.
It can, but it also highlights that art of discretion. You don't always need to share it, especially not up front. It's a strategic choice. Depends entirely on the context.
Good point. Knowing when or if to share age. That's part of the strategy.
Exactly. And finally, a big one.
Yeah.
What do you do? Your occupation.
Right.
Paul's an English teacher, sounds passionate about it. Emily's an art student, loves drawing, painting. This is often a primary label people use. So framing it well is key.
So if you think about those basics together, name, where you're from, living situation, maybe age, what you do, they combine to form this quick snapshot.
Yeah, like the cover of a book. Intriguing enough to make someone want to open it, right? Not the whole story, just the cover.
Right. Okay, so those are the foundations. How do we add, warmer, more human layers? Our source suggests bringing in family, even pets. That can be really effective. So Emily has an older brother, Tom, who's 29. Paul's got a younger sister, Sarah. She's a student, a pianist.
And notice, it's not just listing relatives. Talking briefly about family gives a glimpse into your personal world, maybe your values, your influences. Like, Emily's mom's a teacher. Her dad's a chef. Makes amazing food, apparently. Paul's mom's a writer, dad's a doctor.
Right.
These little details, they subtly hint at the environment you grew up in. Education, creativity, caring professions. It creates these subtle connection points.
And pets. Can't forget pets. That always works, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Universal icebreaker territory.
Paul has Max, this friendly, energetic little brown dog. Emily has Luna, a quiet black and white cat who apparently just sleeps all day.
See? Instant warmth, adds personality, maybe a touch of humor, makes you immediately relatable.
Yeah, even if someone's not a dog person or a cat person, they get it.
Exactly. And it communicates things like empathy, responsibility, affection, without you having to spell it out. They're easy conversation threads for someone to grab onto.
Okay, now for the really fun stuff. Favorites. Passions. This is where personality really comes out, right? Gives people those natural hooks.
Definitely, this is prime connection territory.
Our source gets into favorites, like food. Paul loves veggie pizza. Emily. Absolute favorite is pasta. But she also likes pepperoni pizza.
And what's great here is how specific, even seemingly small preferences make you more approachable, more memorable. Favorite color Paul's is blue, Emily's green. Favorite animal dogs for Paul, cats for Emily. Simple, maybe, but telling. They act like little anchors for people's memory.
Totally. And hobbies are huge. They show what actually lights you up.
Yeah.
Emily, the art student, loves painting on weekends, also reads adventure stories.
That's her profile, yeah.
Paul, he loved listening to old rock music, plays soccer every Saturday. Movies, they both like comedies. Emily also likes animated stuff. These aren't just activities, they're windows into your world.
And this is where the why matters, I think. Sharing passions isn't just listing things you do. It's about conveying what energizes you. That creates immediate avenues for connection. Because if someone else loves old rock or playing soccer, boom, instant, authentic common ground. Makes you seem real, accessible.
So for you listening, take a second. What are your favorite things? What are those passions? Thinking about these joyful parts of life can totally reframe that tell me about yourself question. Makes it less of a chore, more of a chance to share something good.
Exactly. It's about curating those little nuggets of joy that define you.
Okay, but it's not just about the positives, is it? Our source points out something interesting. What you don't like can also be surprisingly useful.
Yeah, it adds another layer of humanness, relatability.
Right. So, Paul doesn't like olives. Emily can't stand spicy food. Tiny details, but weirdly effective because they feel so real.
It creates that moment of shared experience. I mean, who hasn't got a food they just can't deal with?
Totally.
And you can extend that. Mentioning an activity you dislike, Paul hates waiting in long lines. Relatable. Emily admits she's not a morning person, hates waking up early.
Definitely relatable for many.
Exactly. It often sparks a bit of shared humor.
Oh.
Because, let's be honest, who enjoys long queues or that alarm clock going off?
True. So it's a simple way to round out the picture, shows your authentic self without being, negative or complaining. Just adds a bit of flavor, a quirk.
Makes you memorable. It's like a strategic use of lighthearted imperfection, maybe.
I like that. Strategic imperfection.
So yeah, don't be afraid to share a couple of lighthearted dislikes. It shows personality, might get a laugh, creates that subtle understanding, shows you're a real person with real preferences.
Okay, so we've got all these building blocks, core facts, family, pets, passions, even dislikes. But the absolute key thing, the main takeaway from our source, is you don't just dump it all out at once.
No, definitely not.
The real skill is in choosing what's relevant, what fits the situation, the person you're talking to, contextual intelligence. Right?
Exactly. Context is everything. And this raises that crucial question. Okay, how do you tailor it effectively? How do you switch it up?
Yeah.
Well, the source gives some great practical examples. And maybe we can think about it with a simple framework. Like, consider the purpose of the interaction, the person you're talking to, and the pace that feels right.
Okay, purpose, person, pace. I like that. Makes sense. So walk us through it. How would that work in different situations, like, say, a casual party versus something more professional?
Great question. Let's use Paul and Emily again. Imagine they're at a party. Purpose. Just casual socializing, meeting new people, having fun.
Right.
Emily wouldn't start with her parents' jobs. She might say something like, "Hi, I'm Emily. I'm an art student. Love painting on weekends, but secretly, I'm obsessed with adventure novels." See? Creative, relatable hook.
Yeah, gives a couple things to talk about.
Paul might go with, "Hey, I'm Paul. I live in the city, teach English during the week, but come Saturday, you'll usually find me trying not to trip over my own feet on a soccer field." A bit of humor, job, hobby.
Okay, so it's concise, gives a vibe, offers easy conversation starters, the appetizer, not the whole meal, like you said.
Exactly. Now, shift the scene. More professional setting. Emily's at a gallery opening, maybe Paul's at a teaching conference.
Okay.
The purpose changes. Now it's about demonstrating relevance, maybe capability. The person might be a curator, a potential employer, a peer. The pace might be a bit more direct.
So how would Emily tailor it?
At the gallery, she might say, "I'm Emily, an art student focusing on mixed media. My passion lies in exploring narrative through texture and color, often looking at how small details connect to bigger emotional themes." See? Professional focus, artistic philosophy.
Wow, yeah, very different. Still her, but framed professionally. And Paul.
At the conference, I'm Paul. I teach English here in the city. I'm really passionate about developing engaging ways to help young learners connect with language, especially finding, innovative tools to make it come alive for them. Focus on his professional passion and contribution.
That's a huge shift from I like reading adventure stories to exploring narratives through paint, or from playing soccer to making language come alive. Still authentic, but strategically reframed for the context.
Precisely. The core is the same, but the lens changes. Let's do one more. First date.
Ooh.
Purpose. Building personal connections, seeing if there's a spark. Person. Somebody you want to know more personally, but not overwhelm. Pace. Conversational, open, exploratory.
So Emily might say,
Maybe something like, "Well, I'm an art student, which keeps me busy, but when I'm not covered in paint, I'm probably lost in an adventure book or attempting a new pasta recipe.
Yeah.
Pasta is definitely my weakness."
Okay, that's great. Hints at her world, hobbies, even specific preference food. Invites them to share something too.
Exactly. Gives multiple points to connect on art, books, food. It's not just what you say, it's creating those little openings for dialogue. Being concise, personal, and always leaving them wanting to chat more, not feeling like they just got your resume.
Right, it really drives home that tell me about yourself isn't this scary monolithic question.
Not at all.
It's an opportunity. And having a few versions ready, a quick social one, a professional one, maybe a warmer one, guided by that purpose, person, pace idea, that makes all the difference. You feel ready.
Absolutely. Prepared and confident, whatever the situation.
So we've really covered a lot today, haven't we? How to tackle tell me about yourself with confidence. We went from the core stuff, name, origin, living situation, age, job, to adding those richer layers. Family, pets, all those favorites like foods, colors, animals, hobbies, and even the things you don't like. And we saw how sharing snippets strategically builds this warm, engaging, memorable picture of who you are.
I think the absolute key takeaways, the nuggets to hold on to, are really about that contextual intelligence, remembering the purpose, the person, the pace. Keep it clear, keep it friendly, and always tailor your answer to spark that curiosity, invite conversation. It's about revealing your authentic self in a way that opens doors.
Right, not closes them. So next time you hear it, tell me about yourself instead of that freeze up, that moment of blank panic. Try thinking of it as an invitation. A carefully crafted invitation for you to share just one compelling piece of your unique world. So here's a thought to leave you with. What unexpected, maybe curiosity-sparking detail about yourself will you choose to share first next time to really forge that genuine connection?